Right guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the channel. Let me just check that we are recording. Yes we are. It's been my absolute pleasure to take you down the list of the top 100 players in 2023. Today we land on number 83, TERRON Armstead, tackle for the Dolphins. First and foremost, let's look at his stats. He is a veteran, 6'5", 304 pounds, plays for the Dolphins. Got drafted by the Saints in the third round of the 2013 draft, 75th overall. Played college football at Pine Bluff. That's a new one. And he's played 110 total career games, including 13 last year for the Miami Dolphins. His first year for the Dolphins. And I do see something here that it says he's physically unable to perform. So I don't know if he's injured this year or not. He's 32 years of age. He's only just turned 32. And I'm sure all of that information will be revealed. At the Combine, he measured 6'5", 306 pounds, ran a 4.71 40-yard dash. On a good day, that would be a 4.6. All right, let's put it that way. On a good day, he'd run a 4.6. 31 reps on the bench, almost 10 foot on the broad jump. Well, actually, that's not true. It's 9'5", or 9'4". 9'4" on the broad jump, 34.5 inch in the vertical. And at that size, with that kind of speed, playing tackle, well, I tell you what, I'd love to be the Miami Dolphins running back, but he still couldn't do anything to protect Tua Tagovailoa. And with that in mind, let's get into it.
Who's your number one player in the top 100 this year in the NFL?
Number one player in the top 100. Who been cooking this year, though? TERRON Armstead, number one player.
Man, that is some respect. How stoked would you be coming in at 83, not knowing what anyone else said about you, and seeing that as the first thing on your video, the introduction to your video, someone saying that they voted you as the number one player? That's respect.
Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel loves his left tackle.
I love swaggy stuff, man. Oh, yeah. I'm introducing Armstead every week. This is fire.
The only thing McDaniel loves more than watching T-Stead pregame is T-Stead during the game.
What about him stands off the tape?
Do you watch his tape? Mm-hmm. You know what stands out.
And having TERRON Armstead get left tackle.
Left tackle too, so although in saying that, Tagovailoa is a left-hander.
It's a difference.
So it's almost as if he's playing right tackle.
Hutchinson going against TERRON Armstead. That's a tough matchup for the rookie.
Nice block by TERRON Armstead.
Solid.
Up that hole.
Running behind Armstead, and man, that thing, talking about guys getting blocked.
I was watching the wrong guy there.
Armstead, and man, that thing, talking about guys getting blocked.
How is a guy that big running that fast?
Like McDaniel, Armstead was new to Miami, but his skill set was seasoned.
TERRON Armstead, been around a long time, and he's still one of the best tackles in the game. You watch his kick set, his athleticism, the way he's
got some long legs, man.
Uses his hands.
I guess at 6'5", you can't help but having long legs, but they look extra long.
This isn't Armstead's first rodeo in the top 100 either.
I think it's an honor to be mentioned in this top 100
I recognize him.
list. In his second appearance, the 6'5", 300-pound tackle dominated the line of scrimmage, allowing only one sack all season.
And I'm just out there watching them, in Miami. I'm like, still doing it, man. Just strapping. You know what I mean? Just locking people up. Slamming people. You know what I mean? He's a dog.
It's just what he does.
He's probably one of the toughest guys, a little bit more of an older vet.
It's just who he is. You know what I like? I like the thought of him, plying his trade, having a real solid career at the Saints, was it? Yeah, the Saints. And then at age 31, transferring to another team. It's a new set of guys, new head coach, a new opportunity to level up. even at age 31 after being in the league for like 8 years. It's an opportunity to level up. It's an opportunity to take what you've learnt previously in your career and just come into a new team as in a veteran type role, in a senior role, and just share everything that you've learnt and just make everyone else better, but also have the opportunity to show what you're made of, and lo and behold, makes the list. Like, you'd have a new lease on life, seriously.
He's been doing a great job keeping two and protecting.
Nice block by TERRON Armstead.
But did he, though?
It was one-on-one with 95.
And Armstead?
Yeah.
Clamped him.
By the way, anybody that's...
What'd he say?
It was one-on-one with 95.
And Armstead?
Yeah.
Clamped him.
By the way, anybody that's...
95's Myles Garrett, by the way. Yeah. Yeah, that guy.
Armstead has been very quiet in their play.
He was eating on that boy. No, that's you.
Bro, if you can stop Myles Garrett getting at the quarterback, you are... Well, you're a fucking legend, let's be honest.
I'm going to put him up there with my, who I think is the top offensive lineman. Definitely TERRON.
I like myself. I like me.
And you know what? That's all we want in life. That is all we want. To look at yourself in the mirror, stare back at yourself and think, I like that guy. I'm proud of that guy. I know that guy. And that's me. I like that. Anyway, the last thing we'll do is place him as an American football tackle into a rugby team at 6'5", 304 pounds, running a 4.71 40-yard dash. You got to use that speed. You got to use that speed for something. And it most likely will be used. It doesn't matter what position he plays. But I'm going to put this guy at lock. He's not the tallest, but he's got enough height. He's got enough height to be that guy that's lifted up. He's not so heavy that it's going to be impossible to lift him up. So when the ball goes out, he will be in that line. He will be one of the guys that they target with the ball when they throw it in to grab it. And, well, on the defensive side of the ball, I feel like he'd be an absolute beast. He's going to put his body on the line. He's done it his whole entire career. You take the pads and helmet off him, nothing's going to change. He's still going to go in hard. But to see a guy like that run with the ball, 4.71 for the 40-yard dash, I want to put him in the backs, I really do. But I'm going to put him in at lock. He's going to be a heavier lock, but he's going to be a really... And you know what? These days, locks do... Like, if you think about Brodie Retallick and Scott Barrett and the likes of the All Blacks, they actually get a few runs. You know, if they stick around the ruck, the way that the game is played, there's a lot of offloads. They'll get an offload at some point. You will have some clear field in front of you to do something with the ball, and it's at that time where the likes of Brodie Retallick, I mean, they've got ball skills like a fucking 5'8", you know what I mean, like a fullback. The amount of dummy passes that I've seen Brodie Retallick throw is unbelievable, and it's very, very effective. So if TERRON Armstead has any ball skills about him, he'd be absolute dynamite on the rugby field. Either way, that's enough from me, and I'll see you in the next one. Who is, in fact, TERRON Armstead's quarterback, Tua Tagovailoa. And I know what we're going to hear about here. We're going to hear all about his head injuries. We're going to hear all about the concussion protocol, and we should. We fucking should, because it's important. So with that in mind, I'll see you soon.